gourmet dishes that might give you reservations about chowing down at trendy restaurants. And as Scott Rappaport explains, more and more things that used to end up in the garbage disposal are becoming some chef's key ingredients.
Fancy restaurant, fine wine, exquisite food. Pretty classy, huh? Well, you might think differently when you hear what these folks are eating. Sam's dining on pig snout. And Jennifer, she's chowing down on fish cheeks.
Not the most pleasant sight.
It's all part of the newest fad for foodies, eating stuff we used to feed to the cat. You may call these vittles gross, but gourmets call them
delicious.
Gourmet magazine's editor-in-chief, Ruth Reichel, says America's becoming more food conscious than ever.
Suddenly, chefs are going out and saying, what else is out there?
And what's out there is out there.
If I could think of one flavor that's the best flavor in the world, to me, it's sea urchin.
Sea urchin. This prickly but not poisonous seafood is popular in Europe and Japan. But would you eat its creamy innards if you knew what it really was?
What we actually are eating are the gonads.
Okay, but millions do.
We saw a lot of sea urchins.
Adam Schlusser has found a lucrative niche selling exotic seafood at his downtown Manhattan store, Wild Edibles. One of his favorites are gooseneck barnacles. These ugly-looking but delicious mollusks live in bunches attached to rocks off the coast of Spain.
And it tastes very much similar to the foot on a steamer clam, only it has a better flavor.
And where once fishermen used to throw out their buckets of barnacles, now they retail for $27 a pound. But don't forget your ugly plants. Would you eat a Spanish fungus that translates as
corn smut, which doesn't sound very delicious?
It's called huitlacoche, and Gourmet magazine Zan Stewart says this fungus that infects corn crops is so rare that huitlacoche is as expensive as the fanciest truffle. Yet the winner of the most unlikely food to titillate your taste buds is cheap. Here at the upscale Manhattan restaurant La Fourchette, and in plenty of new cookbooks, the entrees of the moment are nasty-sounding items like this sautéed terrine of pig cheek and snout.
It melts in your mouth.
And Chef Mark Murphy's sautéed cod cheeks.
They're actually, I think, even better than scallops. They're very soft and tender.
But with fame, of course, comes fortune. This part of the fish that chefs used to feed to the cat is now served at La Fourchette over fettuccine for $28 a plate. Who says you gotta be good looking to make it in the world of food?
Now, you may have to search a little bit to find these exotic foods. Right now, you're most likely to sample them at fancy restaurants or specialty supermarkets. And when we come back, the answer